Schneiderman, and I am an employer in Jews for Racial and Economic Justice, Employers for Justice Network. We're a group of about 100 employers of domestic workers who have improved their employment practices and taken action in support of domestic workers' rights. JFREG members have had the honor and the pleasure of working alongside of Domestic Workers United over these past several years during the campaign for the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights. And we are thrilled to be here today to celebrate this historic day with DWU and their other allies. My husband and I have been fortunate to have had the same caregiver looking after our daughters while we are at work for almost 12 years now, since our eldest was an infant. And though we believe that we've been fair in our employment practices, after all these years, we're not entirely sure that what we deem to be fair is in fact fair. It's been difficult to know without real standards in place. We're not the only parents wondering. From park bench conversations to internet chat groups, parents ask other parents about babysitter salary rates, days off, sick time, and other employment issues. The Domestic Workers Bill of Rights will help set standards, standards that I believe most employers are seeking. And unfortunately, there are many employers who don't seek insight and advice on how to be fair. They fail to see that their homes are workplaces and their caregivers are employees. The Domestic Workers Bill of Rights will provide them with guidelines that will result in better employment practices and a more respectful workplace for their employees. JFREG's Employers for Justice Network is driven by the belief that we teach our children how to respect others by, in fact, respecting others. The standards at the core of the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights will help create a foundation of peace and respect in our homes, which in turn benefits our children. With clearly defined standards in place, there can be a baseline of understanding and improved communications between employers and employees on topics such as wages and days off and the like. As a result, our children will observe that their parents value the care being provided to them, and they'll see that all work and all workers deserve respect. With the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights now signed in as law, or about to be signed in as law soon, JFREG's Shalom Bayit, or Peace in Our Home campaign, and the Employers for Justice Network will continue to work closely with DWU in the critical communication effort that will unfold in the weeks and months ahead. For our part, we will be hosting forums and facilitating discussion groups designed to educate employers about the new guidelines with a focus on fostering understanding, dialogue, and respect between employers and employees. We see this as a major first step in building better collaboration and communication in the relationship, and an important foundation that will help improve working conditions in general. JFREG members and employers like myself have worked toward the passage of the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights because we have seen how domestic work is the work that makes all other work possible. My family has benefited tremendously from the professional and nurturing child care provided to us by the caregiver who has worked in our home. And I became involved in the campaign for the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights in appreciation for the contribution she's made to my family over these years, and all the time, energy, and loving care thousands of other caregivers have provided to other families. These hardworking individuals have long deserved the same respect that any other professional deserves. This new historic law will help pave that path for them. On behalf of Employers for Justice and Jews for Racial and Economic Justice, and in solidarity with Domestic Workers United, I'm honored to be here today to see this bill signed by Governor Patterson, and proud as a New Yorker to see our state take the lead in such an important national issue at this time. I wish to thank all the other members of the legislature for their support, all the other JFREG members, our allies, friends, family for supporting us over the past several years in our role in this campaign for domestic workers' rights. We hope we can count on your continued support as we move forward with educating employers and employees about the benefits and opportunities provided by these new standards. Thank you very much.
Now, sometimes I have wondered what takes